We're live.
Hey!
Wow.
Hola.
Wow. Look at that. Milo, he's here to celebrate with us too. Yeah. So it is our Spring Break Pajama Party.
It sure is. We've been looking forward to this all week.
Exactly.
I
Milo,
hope you guys have too.
Come here,
buddy.
Come on. Come up here and say, Happy Spring Break. There we go.
There he is. Hi, everybody.
There's my. And I'll wash my hands really quick. But
and we have two more fur
do.
babies to show off this evening.
Yep, and they are around here. We've
Yes.
got Griffin and Hannah are both out here, the kitty cats.
Yes, Griffin's under the table.
So we're glad that you guys are here. Feel free, go ahead and jump into that live chat box over there. You can say hi to us. You can chat with one another. You can interact with us. Let us know what you like. Don't tell us what you don't like because then you'll upset us. But anyway, so are you guys ready to have some fun tonight? We have some snacks, cocktails, movies.
Can't wait.
Exactly. So we've got the stove going right now. It's preheating.
But before we start, we should show off our PJs.
Yes. But before that, subscribe.
Right.
Share this all over the place. Share it on Facebook. Share it. Get your friends and family members to subscribe. Hey, Jen. Jen is here. Hey, Jen.
How you doing, great. Girl?
Hope you're feeling better.
We hope you are.
So go ahead. I'll let you show off your pajamas.
All right. Well, I've got my vegan things shirt, which is we're fans of Stranger Things. And then I've got my Snoopy J's on and my robe. Yay.
And you've got your laser.
Wait. We can't show those yet.
Oh, okay. No, that's fine.
Another time. So here's Mark's PJs.
Here's my PJs. So first of all, I'm going to take off my hat just for the time being. So I've got Hail Satan, not Satan, Satan, which is actually a vegan, it's a replacement for meat substitute. I've got my slippers on. I've got my pajamas on. These are actually pajamas that I got for Christmas from Tricia.
Those are his Bigfoot pajamas.
My Bigfoot pajamas on. And then I got my robe and my lays.
Yes, and your tropical parrots.
My tropical parrots. You can put it. That's fine. Don't have to follow me everywhere. So anyway, we're gonna get started right in here so that we can get started making some of our snacks, and we're gonna start off with my snack first. And we're going to be making a seasoned pretzel. And this is something I know that you can find at some places that you have your pretzels, and some have a mustard taste to them, some have
hot wings taste. That's one of my I don't eat a lot of hot things, but hot wing style pretzels are pretty good. So are the mustard ones.
Exactly. So first thing you need to do. I'm using Schneider's pretzel rods, and we got these at the dollar store.
We did
a while back. So just like most of the stuff we have here, you're going to find it inside your pantry.
And I have, 2 kids at home, so we stock our pantry.
Yes, we have a lot of stuff. So I've already broken them down. But the first thing you want to do is you do want to break down your pretzels. I'm going to show you. They're about 1/2 inch to 1 inch for the pretzels. There you go. You get those all in there. So I'm going to throw the bag away. All right. The second thing we need is, first of all, we've already preheated the oven, or it's getting there. It is preheated. So we are going to get 3/4 cup of oil. And I'm going to put that in this right here. So I'm going to fill this up with canola oil, or you can use vegetable oil. Well, the ghost is here. That's another story for another time. We do have a ghost in the house.
Yeah, that's the Halloween edition.
So, all right. So use your canola oil. Thank you, dear. So I got that there. Now, with that, I'm going to combine in 1.5 tablespoons. Now, normally it calls for lemon pepper, but since I like to be creative, Tricia, decided since we didn't have any in the house, she's like, why don't you use some Italian seasoning.
Out of the pantry.
Out of the pantry. And I sat there and I said, well, to go along with that, we can have a taco seasoning.
And it's low sodium.
Low sodium.
And it's only about, I don't know. What
There's
would you
not
say,
a lot there.
A fourth of the package,
Yeah,
maybe.
Yep. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is normally it's 1.5 tablespoons. So I'm going to, there's 1 tablespoon. And there's a half. That's all. That's the whole pack. So that's completely gone. And I like to have a lot of seasoning on mine. Why are you standing off? Get over here, lady. Jeez.
Well, I was trying to avoid the powder cloud. When you pour these things, it goes straight up your nose and into your eyes. And the taco one, I'm going to step aside for that.
No, it's not that bad. So anyways, so that's about 3/4 of a tablespoon with that. So I have a lot of seasoning in there. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to get garlic powder, dill weed. And those are 2 tablespoons each on those. So you've got your 3/4 cup canola oil. You've got your 2 tablespoons, actually about 2.5, 2 3/4 tablespoons of your powdered mixture. And that's an Italian seasoning and some taco seasoning. And on there, then I'm going to put 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. And then I've got dill weed right here. And we're going to put 2 teaspoons of that. And oh my gosh, it appeared out of nowhere. Wow. The whisk ghost popped up. So we're going to give 2 teaspoons of that. So that's all in there. And I'm going to give it a little shout out right here to, once again, Heavenly Scent Herb Farm, Heavenly Herbs. But Heavenly Scent Herb Farm, they're actually located over in the Fenton area. And we go over there, we get tons of, geez, oh, people, I took a shower today. So we've got tons of spices from them. I actually have a whole box full of them. And we go in there and you get a card and it's for every.
And we'll get stuff. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. We'll go and get stuff that we don't grow ourselves, or during the winter we run out of stuff that we grew and dried from the summer.
Exactly.
And it helps support a local business. So
it does.
In the grounds are beautiful.
Yes, they are.
It's stellar. It's just
it was one of the places we looked at for our wedding.
Yeah, we did. We did look into the venue.
We found a different one, but it is still a beautiful place. But yeah, you can go in there for every $5 that you spend. Well, you can't go in there right now because they're a non-essential location. So those of us who are quarantined. So once everything's done, you can go to Heavenly Scent Herb Farm.
Yep.
But $5 per herb, and it's packaged up, or $5 for every $5 you spend on herbs. You get a punch and a card, and when you reach
you get a punch in the jaw.
But when you reach a certain number of punches in your card, you get a free pack of herbs.
True story.
Which is nice, and I love it.
It is.
So we've got that in there. Now I'm going to add a little bit of something else in there. And they're both mustard, ground mustard. I just want to add a little bit of that mustardy taste in there. So I'm going to go for a full teaspoon. Okay, that's a little bit
And this
more.
is yellow mustard.
Yes.
So if you're not a mustard fan, you might put less than that in there.
Yes. So once that's in there, you're going to whiskey this all together. You see? Nice whiskey. And you're going to take the bag, honey. If you could do me a favor and pour the pretzels into the bag.
I feel like I'm doing a magic trick with you.
There you go. And they disappeared from the bowl. That's your magic trick.
Are we done with this bowl, or are we going to need
We are done with that bowl for right now. That's good. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our mixture and we're going to pour it into the bag. And the nice thing that you can do with this, if you want to have a couple different flavors, you can mix together, have it, break it down so that you have 2 different mixtures, 2 different bags of pretzels, and you can go that way. So you have 2 different flavors.
Yeah, especially if you're making a batch for the family. The kids might want, say, ranch, and you guys might want something more mustardy or hot sauce flavor-wise. That's a good idea to make 2 different batches.
You're washing the dishes? This is spring break. What are you doing? Anyways, so
I'm just trying to clean as I go. Wasn't that your motto?
I know.
I think it was.
I know, but it's spring break. So once you get all the pretzels in there with the mixture, you're going to want to mix it up really nice and good. Make sure it is all coated. Did I come up with this recipe on my own? Jen asks. Jen, I didn't come up with it on my own. I actually found the recipe, and I actually have it printed out here. But I went through and I tweaked it. So that's something else that, I don't just create my own recipes, but I like taking other people's recipes or ones that I find, and I love tweaking them, add something here and there.
You get a basic idea for something, or like you said, you tweak it, or you try it how you find it, and you figure out, I like this better, I don't like that.
Exactly.
So it's kind of a starting point.
And that's how you make your food awesome.
That's right.
So.
And trial and error.
Exactly.
That happens all the time in here.
Now, what I've done is all the time.
When he's cooking, never when I'm cooking.
I try to put more seasonings in her stuff, and then the error is doing that because then she gets on to me. So Liz says, "You both are amazing." Oh, you're very welcome,
you're welcome,
Liz. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you.
So Liz is a very nice individual who I met through Tony and Shirley.
That's right.
Yes.
Our friends Tony and Shirley.
She's one of those people who you can be around, and she laughs and laughs and gets you to laugh. Hi, how's it going? So
tell Dad we said hi too.
Exactly. So what I've done here is I actually have and you know what I noticed? I say actually a lot.
You actually do say actually a lot.
So I've taken it and lined this cookie sheet with some tin foil, and that's so that we don't have to do a lot of washing on the pan.
Clean up.
But the nice thing is, since we are in quarantine, once you throw this away, the parchment paper piece, we can wipe off the tin foil, and we can actually save it.
Yeah, you could do that.
Nice.
Hot soap and water.
Yep.
Clean it right up.
I put a piece of parchment paper. At the dollar store, they actually had it so that you could just pull this out.
They were pre-cut sheets, which is amazing because me cutting parchment paper come Christmas time to make cookies is kind of entertaining to everybody else.
Yes.
But me. So it's kind of nice that you can get them for a great price and already pre-cut.
I can't wait till we do a holiday show, because to sit here and see Tricia running around during the holidays, like you've heard the term chicken with its head cut off. She is cleaning, she's cooking, she's zipping around, and I'm like, what in the world are you doing?
Lots of different things happening all at once. That's usually how it is.
I'm going to try to get as much of this out as I can.
Do you need us to shake the pan?
What we want to do is can you hand me a spoon or a wooden spoon? A spoon
here. How about
so here you guys go.
Spatula.
So you're going to want to spread these out. And just I have set the stove at 300 degrees. And I'm doing a trial and error with that, because normally you set it a little bit lower so it cooks longer. But for the show, I'm actually set it higher so that we can actually try to get these done.
A little bit sooner, so hopefully
we
don't have.
And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pop those in the oven. And I'm going to set the timer for right now for 35 minutes. Once it gets there. We're getting there. Okay, 35 minutes. Okay, so that right now, presently, that's going to be our first snack. So next, Tricia is going to do her snack.
So I'm going to be making rosemary sesame popcorn. I know it sounds kind of weird, but it's going to be savory and crunchy and delicious. So I'll show you how to make that.
Your mom wants to taste some of the pretzels. We'll definitely have to save some for you guys.
We'll save some. All right. So I'm getting all my ingredients together. So of course we're going to be using the no salt again, our salt substitute. Going to be using organic raw sesame seeds, balsamic vinegar, extra virgin olive oil, popping corn, and fresh sprig of rosemary. And then we'll be putting it in the tub later. All right.
Smells so good.
Stop
So good.
stealing the rosemary.
I love rosemary.
All right. So what you're going to want to do first is you're going to want to measure out 1/3 cup of the sesame seeds, because you're going to have to toast those first in a pan on the oven, or on the stove, I should say. The oven is where you're baking your beautifully delicious pretzels. And if you have a no-stick pan, I prefer to roast my sesame seeds in that so I don't have to add extra oil, because the seeds, once the seeds start to heat up, they have their own oils and they brown very nicely with their natural oils. You don't have to really add any. And to me, that's adding extra calories and extra fat. You know, it's a healthy fat because it's a plant oil. It's definitely not, you know, if you're watching your calories, you don't want to add to that. So
I was just wondering how many you are supposed to start off with on the board.
0. What are you
Was it
talking
2?
about? What are you talking about? So anyways, I'm going to go ahead over to the stove and I'm going to toast these. It takes somewhere, depending on how high heat you put it on, and we have gas and it heats a lot quicker than electric, about, I don't know, 2 to 3 minutes.
Mhm.
So let me grab my pan.
And I see that Shirley added something in there. Hi, Shirley. Hi, Tony.
Hi, Tony.
Shirley,
Hi, Shirley.
Shirley said, pretzels, should I add beer?
Yeah.
I think she wants beer. Yes, you can have.
That's a great
you can
combination.
have beer.
Sure. Yes.
And your mom says, yes, you should. So there you go.
So it's mom approved.
Yes, mom approved. So I'm going to bring this over so you guys can see what Tricia's doing.
All right, so I just poured them in, and I put my temperature 3/4 of the way up. Not completely on high, but one, you want to stand here and watch these, because they do, once they start to brown, it's a pretty quick process. You're going to see some of them pop and make little hissing sounds. But if you leave them on too long, then you'll burn them, and then they don't taste so good once they're charred. But they do have an awesome flavor once they have been roasted.
And they smell so good.
Oh, they do. And I was afraid to try this on my own for the first time because I wanted to use them in a stir fry I was making. And once I mastered how to toast them on the stovetop in the oil, it's good to go. So yeah. So you can either shake your pan or move them around with your spatula. I'm a little afraid to keep shaking the pan because I spilled them all over the cutting board tonight already, but I just didn't want it to be really loud either. But anyways, so here we go. We're just toasting the sesame seeds. It's a process.
Shirley has the same t-shirt as you.
You do, Shirley. Awesome.
I have one that says vegan things too that Tricia got me, but it's green.
Yes.
A little bit different style. But Shirley, do you remember this one?
Maybe you can tell our viewers what seitan is.
Seitan.
Not Satan.
Not Satan. Seitan. It's a substitute for meat. And I've made it several times. It comes in different forms. You can find, a lot of your sausages that they make or that they have at the local stores.
Mm-hmm.
That's seitan. And you use vital wheat gluten. So if you cannot have the gluten, you're not going to be able to have the seitan. But vital wheat gluten, actually, when you add it to your different mixtures, it actually will form a really nice tight bond, and you knead it, and it becomes almost like the texture of a meat.
Sorry, we're starting to get some brown sesame seeds here.
Oh.
You want to maybe show them what that looks like?
Yeah. First.
They're starting to get golden, and you can see there's little patches, and they're going to get a nice amber color, and you'll know that they're ready to come out. So they're almost ready, literally. They go really fast once they get to that point. Once I have them toasted to the level that I want, I'm just going to take them, remove them from the heat, and put them aside for later because we're not quite ready for them. So one more little shaker-rosy. Okay.
So has everyone shared this on their Facebook, getting their friends to come and see us, check us out?
So there we are. I'm going to set them aside. And
it smells heavenly in here.
It does smell very good. I'll leave those be.
We're dancing in here.
We are. All right. So the next thing that we're going to do is we are going to infuse our cooking oil with fresh rosemary. Okay. Now you can use any pan that you would normally want to pop your popcorn in. If you can't obviously do this recipe in an air pop, but you could do it in a pan. I have one of my favorites, my Whirly Pop pan. I've had this forever, but this is what I make homemade popcorn in. So what we're going to do is I'm going to open up the sides, and I'm going to put in just 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. There it is. That's the inside. You can see a little turning mechanism in there. It whirls around, hence the name Whirly Pop. So I'm going to go ahead and add my tablespoon of oil. Now, if you're doing a non-flavored popcorn, the traditional popcorn, you would probably use more like a vegetable oil or maybe a canola. But because I'm kind of, I'm herbing it up, I'm using extra virgin olive oil. Like Mark said in earlier recipes, this has a pretty bold flavor, strong flavor. So you have to like olive oil in order to use this and not be.
And all kinds of companies have all kinds of flavors.
Right. All different levels of flavor. Some are organic, some aren't, cold pressed, light, all that good stuff. So anyways, here's my fresh sprig of rosemary that came off our rosemary plant, and I'm going to pop it inside.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Have you told them how you can smell different herbs when you're out looking? Like we go to Heavenly Scent Herb Farm, and I had never done this before. And Tricia sat there and she goes, I'm sticking my nose on all the leaves. I'm going,
I'm like, don't put your face in there. No, a lot of times herbs, especially, when you go by, if you just simply brush the leaves with your finger and index finger and thumb, you'll get the oils expressed out of the leaf, and then you can smell them on your hand. All sorts of scented geraniums, lavender, rosemary, basil, everything that is used as a herb or has a nice fragrance to it. You can always kind of taste or smell the oils.
Exactly.
If you bite the leaf, you can taste, like if you bite a mint leaf, you can taste the mint, that sort of thing. So yes, a lot of those plants have high oil contents in their leaves, so you can rub them on your fingers and smell them instead of putting your nose in the leaf like he was.
So I left the first time and I was like,
I could smell all these smells, and then your nose gets kind of inundated. Anyway, so let me get this on the stove. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat this up. I'm going to leave one of my sides up because I want to make sure that when I start to see the smoke rise out of the pan, I know that the oil is hot enough for me to put the popping corn inside. But as I do this, I'm going to whirl my Whirly Pop around to kind of bruise the rosemary in the oil, so the oils from the plant leaves get into the olive oil that's in the pan. I'm going to turn my burner on now.
I'm going to go the other way. This way is a little bit easier.
Now, while Mark is doing that, I'm going to prepare 1 cup of popping corn ahead of time so I can just throw it in.
Rosemary is getting.
Okay, so now it's time. That was quick.
Very quick.
Do one more whirl. One more whirl. All right, here we go. Popping corn goes in, and then this goes on top. Now, I usually have, once this gets going, it is going to be loud because I'm whirling it. But once this gets going, a lot of steam's going to come out of the hot, so I like to put a hot pad over it to shield my hands from any hot steam.
So we're just going to talk louder so you can hear us.
When I do this, the kids like to help out, of course, because it's pretty darn fun when she gets popping and see, or listen to how many she gets popped as fast as she gets popped.
We have one of the kids here right now. Milo.
Yeah. Have the cats come on?
Hannah is right inside the door in the bedroom.
Uh-huh.
And Hannah is sitting over Milo's water bowl.
All right, switch my arms, get my work up for the day. And you can turn it either way, it doesn't matter.
Do you need me to use my meat mallets?
Not today, honey. I don't
Okay.
need anything crushed, but you know. I'll switch this way. This is my faster arm. Now, when this is done popping, obviously you're going to pour it in the container that you want to put it into, but you're going to pull out the rosemary.
Do you hear that?
Things are starting to pop.
Something's happening.
Woo-hoo.
Do you peek?
No, if you peek to get a piece of popcorn in your eye or your face, that would not be cool.
No, that wasn't it.
No, hot oil. Now keep the lid on because it will pop enough to lift the top of it. Just the force of the popping. Here we go. Hear it? The chicken can, I'm really can.
And all the animals are coming around.
Oh, Milo loves popcorn. I don't know if he'll like this popcorn today.
Oh, I don't know. He's right here. Look at his tops already.
All right, honey, in a minute, when the popcorn.
Oh, my.
There you go. See the pop? It's starting to come off the top. There we go. Now the burner is turned off because I'm going to wait a couple seconds to make sure it's all done popping. All right. Bowl.
Tastes good.
So what we're going to do is we're then going to remove this from the heat. We're going to come over to the island.
Dancing again. Yes, Shirley said she wants a t-shirt that says, I cook with my meat mallets.
I don't know. They might make one out there that says that. What do you think, Tom?
Or I think we should just make one ourselves.
We could do that. Sorry, the pan is hot.
Do you want me to hold it for you?
Well, let me turn it this way.
They can't
See, the problem
popcorn.
is get a bigger bowl because this is not big enough to contain all this popcorn that we popped in here. Let's take one.
You notice how she did that too? She said, "Get a bigger bowl," and I jumped right at it because I know what will happen if I don't.
Oh, he's telling you stories. It's so full in there. The popcorn. If you could see in there, it's just really full. It's kind of like blocking itself from coming out.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, this bucket was definitely not big enough.
Wow.
All right.
I think a few stray pieces got loose. Oh. Oh, we
Well,
dropped
Milo
a piece.
liked it. He ate it.
Let's see. Hang on real quick. Milo found a piece, and he gobbled it right up. I don't think the cats would like it, though.
Maybe not. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some no salt to it. I'm just going to put about 1 teaspoon in. Then I'm going to add my sesame seeds and then 2 tablespoons of the balsamic vinegar or to taste, however you like it. So here we go. Again, I'm triple checking my salt. If you remember my middle school home ec story.
Yes.
And Mom, I don't know if you caught that episode of me talking about my salty coffee cake story from middle school, but yeah.
Coffee cake sounds good, but not salty.
All right, so here are my sesame seeds. Kind of break them loose.
Wow.
All right, and then balsamic vinegar. You ready, hon?
Mm-hmm.
If you could grab me maybe 2 big spoons.
2
We're
big
going to want to
spoons.
definitely mix this up. Now, it says 2 tablespoons, so I usually pour enough into the bottom just to cover my 1/3 cup. And I just kind of drizzle it. And I don't want to waste any, so I kind of scoop some popcorn in there.
You might need more balsamic vinegar.
I think we might. I have to pour some more in.
That's a lot.
A lot of popcorn.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. Some more.
Oh, that smells so good.
And Milo's on his hind legs over here, seeing what he's trying to see what we're doing up here. He smells popcorn. He is my popcorn dog.
It looks really good.
Now, for my friend Becky, we have this. We found this everything bagel sesame seed mix, and a couple different companies make it. So if you didn't want to do the roasted sesame seeds, you could do this at the end instead with butter or whatever oils that you wanted to use. So that's another option.
Or if you wanted to even be more creative, you could just add it all.
Oh, we could do that too. I don't know. We might. We'll see how the night goes.
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, that is my rosemary sesame popcorn. Oh, that's good.
I get to taste it. Oh, it's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
All right. Well, on to Mark.
Actually, it's
what's
movie
next?
time.
Oh, we're going to talk about movies.
So what we want to do, since we have folks on there, we want to have you guys let us know some of your favorite movies. And we're not gonna spend a ton of time on it because we have some cocktails to make.
And we have to try Mark's pretzels yet.
Exactly. Those have a little bit of time left on them. So we're making good time. And Liz likes the recipe. Tricia's popcorn brings all the dogs to the yard.
Yes,
it does. And the cats and
the antelope and whatever else is in the forest.
Home on the range. So what we've done,
and it's Easter time, spring break time. Easter's around the corner. We have our little Easter bags here.
And what we're going to do is we're one at a time. We're going to pull out. We picked 3 movies each.
Not our it doesn't have to be our favorite 3 movies. It could be. We like movies, so it could be 3 movies that we like. And
we want to share it with you guys, but share with one another. And then we're going to try to figure out which one that we're going to watch together later on.
Right.
Tony asked what you think of putting the balsamic in a sprayer and applying it. That actually is a great tip.
A good tip.
It would be very cool.
Yeah, or I didn't think about this. Put it in a big baggie.
And shake it all together, like shake and bake.
Oh, thanks, Tony.
But
good
either
idea.
way,
I'm going to have to try that.
Tips and tricks. Tips and tricks.
Yep.
So,
all right, so you get to go first. Are we alternating, or how are we doing this?
And we're going to go with my very first choice. So this one, a lot of you guys know, you're going, oh, Mark's going to pick a whole bunch of horror movies, and that's all.
Mark, that's him.
So my first one is a horror film, and it's one of my favorite ones, and it is Pontypool. And this one I know that Tricia watched with me a couple years ago, and it's kind of a zombie take horror film. Great acting in it, great cinematography. It's dark, but even it says on the back, grade A, one of a kind zombie movie. So it's a really good film. It's a great film, great acting, like I said. Dirty Dancing is what Shirley says.
Of course, but we'll talk about that later, Shirley.
Yes.
So do I get to pick one?
Yes, you get to go with one of yours.
All right. So one of my favorites, I know it's a little old school, but being the science geek that I am, and it's that time of year, I hope nobody takes offense to this, but Twister. I love my good weather action movie.
I like to play Twister.
Yes, until you throw your back out. But
exactly.
Anyway,
we're getting to
we're a little old for that. Or you could dance the twist. Probably the same problem would happen. Throw our back out. But anyways, great movie, great action. I remember playing this with the volume up loud the first time I watched it. It was a little scary for my kids, so they were young. But anyways, love Twister.
So does Jen. Jen loves Twister.
I know. It's a great action film. All right, next.
So
Your turn.
my next film. So
I know.
this Bill Paxton.
Yes.
Yes. Unfortunately, rest in peace, Mr.
Yes.
Paxton. So the one thing Tricia and I, amongst so many others, have in common is that we were both in Grease in high school.
In high school production.
And
my good friend Becky was also in it.
Yes.
We were part of the Pink Ladies.
And who did you play?
Frenchie.
I wonder why she got that name.
And who did you play?
I played Sonny Latieri.
Mm-hmm. Well, I had a lot of wig changes in that
I'm
production.
getting Milo here in my.
A lot of wig changes and a lot of wardrobe. But it was fun. Very fun production to put on.
Shirley says Twister has that scene from The Shining in it for Mark. Yes.
Yes, it does.
Yes.
It does. On the big screen, on the drive-in.
So and I do like Twister. It's not a bad movie at all.
Mm-hmm.
Just straightening my hair up. So yes, so I love Grease, love the music. I love choreographed dancing type stuff.
It's fun, like Dirty Dancing. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I love Dirty Dancing.
I know
too.
You do, but yeah.
It's a good movie. So Grease is the other one for me.
All right. My next one
I'm wiping my nose real quick.
is a classic.
I got pet hair.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Now, come on.
Mm-hmm.
I can't, I got to watch this at least once a year. It's a very entertaining juvenile show.
It's fun. It's fun.
It's very funny. And I'm sure we kind of know people or teachers or, peers that acted the way they did in the movie. It was
Students,
yeah. Parents, all that good stuff. All right.
So it's a good choice. Very good choice.
Yeah.
So my last one. Now, there's a little bit of a story behind this one. So Tricia and I had the opportunity when I got a call to do some makeup on a film.
Mm-hmm.
And I said to Tricia, I said, why don't you go with me? And
I
so
said, sure.
We spent a few days working on a film.
Mm-hmm.
And do you remember where it was?
Yes. Corona, Michigan.
Corona, Michigan.
Downtown. The
That's
courthouse.
Yep.
Yeah, that was our day.
So, yeah. So what I did is this one is Man's Best Friend. I just got it in the mail, so I have yet to open it. Tricia and I did go with Luke and Emma, and we saw the world premiere of it.
Yes. Great movie.
Big shout outs to a lot of people in this film. And if I miss your name, please don't kill me. So I will say off first, Anthony Hornis, who directed it, then DJ Perry, who phenomenal acting in it.
Yeah.
Along with Tim Abel. A lot of you guys will recognize him in there. Don Most.
Yes.
From Happy Days. Very, very awesome guy. Very nice to be around and talk to. Gary Nation, Melissa Anschutz, Shane Hagedorn worked on it. David Michael Reardon, Dean Teester, Walker Fairbanks. Shout out to Walker over there.
Walker. Hi, Liam.
Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you guys are doing well.
Yep.
But yeah, so it's a fun film, and it's from Michigan. It was made in Michigan, so we
supporting our local artists.
Exactly.
For sure.
So it is a good film. So if you guys if you can actually go and order your copy off Amazon.com too. So that was mine.
All right, and my last one, which is a newer one. When was this released? Later this year or last year?
Well, what is it?
It's called
The Lighthouse. It was 2019.
Yes. So we have William Dafoe and Robert Pattinson. And
Robert who?
Pattinson.
What? Pattinson?
Pattinson. I'm so sorry. Anyways, very good thriller type movie. It's kind of like the old school thriller.
It's
weird, but it's good. It's very suspenseful.
Movie.
And at the end, you have, I asked him a million questions like, well, do you think that happened or why did that happen? So it's one of those that keeps you guessing. So it's different. Mm-hmm. It has a twist to it. And
it's black and white, which I love black and white.
It is. I wouldn't say it's extremely gory.
No.
It's just very suspenseful.
It's macabre. It's dark.
Yeah.
It's very dark. And it has it's one of those movies that you have to watch over and over and over again.
But it's really well acted, obviously.
Exactly.
But it's a beautiful film. And
So
it's entertaining.
and
I still wonder. I have questions.
I know.
about
I won't have to watch it again.
it. Yeah,
And
maybe.
Liz says, hooray for Michigan filmmakers, like you both. Yes, hooray for Michigan filmmakers. Awesome. You know, we know a ton of them out there, and you know the stuff that they do is such great works out there. So what we're gonna do is if you guys want to chime in, let us know.
Yeah,
which
what
of
are
these
some
films,
of your favorite movies you like to watch?
Yep.
I mean, what might you be watching later tonight?
Exactly, for your spring break pajama party.
I know my mom and my dad love Westerns. They like to
Mhm.
watch all of those, old ones, new ones. That's one of their faves.
And let us know which one of these you guys think we should watch.
Yeah, maybe you should help us decide what we're going to watch tonight. We'd love to hear it.
Exactly.
So, Mark, what are we going to do now? What are you going to show them?
Well, we have 9 minutes left so far. I'm going to check these real quick.
Right.
So I'm going to peek.
Oh, I'm going to get out of the way of the oven.
They're hot. They're very hot.
I would imagine they were
But-
in the oven still.
Oh, those are so good.
I can't wait.
Those are so good.
Now, while we're waiting, is it time to make a cocktail?
Yes, it is.
I think it is. So, who should go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
And I think you guys are all going to like this one. Now, I did make a cocktail at one time, and I originally wanted to make this one today, but I did a recipe for a cocktail, a very fresh one at Tony and Shirley's. And there's a quick little video up on YouTube that you can check out on it. And I can try to get the ingredients out there for everyone for that one. But today's cocktail is actually, as things are mysteriously appearing over here. So the first thing we're going to do is I need to get this guy right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add, if you guys don't have one of these at home, it's very simple. You can put it in a container. You can add ice to it, stir it around, strain it out, and it's perfectly fine. So Tricia has this handy dandy ice container, which I'm thinking about taking this and filling it up and hiding it away somewhere so that I don't have to keep filling the ice trays so much.
Well, there's less ice tray filling going on now. The kids at home right now, they're with their dad, but yeah, they're famous for emptying it and leaving it empty.
Exactly.
Usually what kids do.
But it's fine. So once you get your ice in there, I'm actually going to be making 2 cocktails for us. So you have your Smirnoff caramel and a Fuji apple. Now the cocktail that I'm making today is a caramel apple cocktail. Simple, so what you're going to want to, okay, Trish's going to check on the stuff in the stove real quick. Those look good?
Yep, they do.
Oh, they look good.
All right.
Okay, so the pretzels are done. Trish is just going to take those out, set them up here so that if you want to set them over here. And we'll definitely stir these up a little bit. Let them cool down. Oh, look at that. Look at those pretzels.
They look very good.
So when these start to, it's still a little wet on there, but it's fine because it'll start to, dry up on it, and you're going to have a nice glaze on top of your pretzels. So this smells really good. So we're back. There we go. I'm sorry about the earthquake.
Oh, sorry.
Caramel Smirnoff. Yes, caramel Smirnoff. So,
Yes. And Fuji apple.
and Fuji apple. Now, caramel Smirnoff, you can get it at almost any grocery store.
Yeah, any place that sells flavored vodka that
Exactly.
has a decent variety of flavors.
Mm-hmm. Fuji apple, honey, you can get over on the screen. She just gets off to the side. Like I scolded her or something.
Well, I'm just giving you your
I
space
know.
to your mixology here.
What? Am I stretch my arms out?
Yeah, you talk with your hands.
Okay.
But I do too. We met.
So I'm going to be using this guy right here to measure it out.
Upper Peninsula.
Yep. Figured we
Shout
would.
out to the Mid.
Exactly. Well, that's not really the. I mean, it is the Mid, but it's not.
It's the upper
If you turn
part
it
of the
sideways
Mid.
and backwards.
Like our bread that we made. We made the Upper
Mhm.
Peninsula, right?
Exactly.
Or like Jen said, she was,
So I'm
she
going
has my
to.
back.
For each drink, I'm going to add 1 ounce of this. But since it's spring break, I'm going to add 1 extra ounce. So there you go. So nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. So then you're going to get your Fuji apple water, which you can find at Walmart. I know that when I got these last, they were 57 cents, somewhere around there.
Something like that, 57, 59.
So I'm going to put it in there, bring it up almost to the top.
Now, being this is carbonated, I think when he shakes it, he's going to.
I'm not going to shake it.
Oh, you're not going to shake
Nope.
it? Okay.
Be careful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the top on and I'm going to lightly turn it. Yeah, you don't want to shake that. Make sure your top's on there nice and tight too. So new visit meat mallet mixology. I like that.
Oh, that's catchy.
We're going to have to just change it. It's not make my food awesome anymore. It's meat mallet mixology.
Well, that could be. That could
Will be on the side.
Yeah, that'd be a side thing.
So, okay. So once you got that here, what you're going to do with the glasses.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't forget.
No, I don't want to forget that. Got to wipe up my little bit of mess here. I smell balsamic and I smell all
Sesame seed and rosemary.
Smells so good. So I'm going to take a little cotton ball and it's wet,
with
really
water.
nice with water. I'm just going to go around the lip.
And there's a little bit of water in the dish if you need to re-moisten the rim of the cup.
And I'm going to put this, and this is a mixture of cinnamon and sugar. A lot of us grew up having cinnamon sugar toast.
Or the cereal now that my kids are addicted to, Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Exactly. So you get a nice rim around that. I'm going to do that for the other grit.
Can you show that up
Yep.
close?
There you guys go. Nice rim around that. And I'm going to do the same thing for this one. Okay. Once it's on there, good. Oh, that looks nice and good. It's really
very
good,
pretty,
guys.
honey.
So then I can take that. I'm going to get a little bit more on this one. And I'm going to take our drink and I'm going to pour our drink into the cup. Make sure that we get equal amounts in each cup. I'm drizzling and dribbling. Okay. So I think, there we go. Okay. There we go for that. Now I'm going to, this is the old school. This shows you how old this is.
I repurposed my containers. Why
Little
not?
Caesars cinnamon sugar blend.
Came in a pizza kit years ago. Well,
But
that's been filled, I don't know how many times since then.
So I'm just going to give, oops, I was going to put a little dab on there, but that's fine. Little thing in there. I don't need a straw, but I'll stir that up for you. Stir it up for me. And there we go.
All right.
Caramel apple cocktail.
Bottoms up. Let's
Cheers.
See. Cheers. Wow, that's good. That's dangerously good. Like,
that is so smooth.
That's going to go down pretty fast because I'm going to take one more.
I'll do it. I have to go around the edge and get more.
And then after you take a sip, you get that cinnamon sugar. It's really good, honey.
That's so good.
Good job. Yay.
Thank you.
This would be really good during the fall time too.
Yes, when we're doing, but at that time in the fall, we have to do pumpkin spice, anything and everything for Shirley.
Right. Oh, of course. And hot cider, spiked hot cider, mulled cider, all that sort of stuff.
I love the cinnamon. They're so
that
good.
Is fabulous.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Okay.
So it's my turn for my cocktail. All right, so my cocktail is called the pink pineapple, and it's very simple. So what you're going to want to do is I have some Smirnoff pineapple and Canada Dry cranberry ginger ale. Now you can get this. This is not sugar-free, but they have a sugar-free form. They also have blackberry ginger ale and lemon lime ginger ale, was it?
Oh, a lemon lime and a lemonade, yeah.
Yeah. So, like I said, I'm going to make you the pink pineapple.
I'm excited. I love.
So I'm going to use my little fancy,
It's delicious.
fancy cups. And honey, if you could be so kind to bring me the ice bucket back over.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I didn't know.
So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pour
Ice.
a 1 ounce shot into my glass. And that's going to go with 8 ounces of your soda. All right. So could you maybe put 2 cubes in?
I could.
Thank you.
So are you making yourself one?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Keep going.
I
keep
was just
going.
wondering. I didn't know if you were just making
Sorry.
me one and you were going without
that
because you
drink
like
that he
mine
made
so
me is
much.
going to my head already. There we go.
Here you go.
All right.
Jen says it's going to creep on you, up on you for sure. Yes, it will.
Yeah.
And Shirley wants pumpkin spice.
All right, Shirley. We heard you got your order in for sure. All right. So now we're just going to do a little mixy.
Mm-hmm. I love my cranberry ginger ale. Oh, get fancy straws.
Now they'll be like, want to float away. All right, honey. Cheers to Spring Break Pajama Party.
Exactly.
Pink pineapple.
Oh, that's really good.
Excuse me. It's
Whoa.
really good. It's fruity, it's light, and it's not super sweet. I think the ginger ale and the cranberry complement the pineapple, don't you think?
Yes, they do.
Yes.
They go very well together.
Yeah.
So-
So it's my pink pineapple.
Show them off real quick again.
Yeah.
Just, whoops, I'm hitting your straw. I dribbled on you.
Down.
So there you guys go again.
G-rated. Sorry, I couldn't help it. You
It's
guys are
going
probably
to her
thinking
head
the
again.
same thing that I was. Anyway. So, still waiting to hear from you guys. Like, what movies are you guys going to watch tonight? And maybe what cocktails or drinks are you guys going to have during
Cheers
the
to your
movie night?
mommy.
Cheers,
Cheers.
Mom. Woohoo.
Everyone can say cheers to us and we'll just keep drinking.
Well,
But we don't.
like Jen said, it's going to creep up on us if we do that.
So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to actually, let me take these. I'll go and set these in here for us.
So, what we're going to do is we're going to check on our pretzels now. And we are going to dish our movie treats up and enjoy those with our cocktails and
There.
our movies. But we still need to know, like,
Exactly.
oh, Jen's having rum chata and watching Aquaman. Nice choice.
Now, rum chata. That
It's like cinnamon
cream.
toast crunch cream. It tastes like the milk from the cereal, right?
I can't
That's
have it,
kind-
unfortunately.
Kind of how I would describe it. Mocktail for you. Absolutely.
What's
Absolutely. You could do pineapple juice in the pink pineapple with the ginger ale and have a mocktail. What?
What's the drink that that I can have a substitute for rum chata?
Oh, Bailey's almond milk. He can use it as a cream base.
Yeah, I can't have the rum chata, but.
Oh, Jen says she's not watching it right now, but she's good.
Oh, she's
You're
watching us
us.
too.
Well,
That's
yeah,
fine.
okay.
No,
No, I
we're
get it.
glad. But you're gonna watch it
But what can Liz do for a mocktail maybe for yours?
for mine,
Mhm.
you can actually, so it's caramel.
Well, you could get bitters, right?
You can get bitters. You
Bitters,
can-
which are non-alcoholic. You can
Mhm.
mix that with, or you could even do when you go to the baking aisle, you can get different flavored liqueurs that are not liqueurs, but
I guess what you're saying.
I guess they call them liqueurs. They're just non-alcoholic. So it's with your drink. So you could do that with the Fuji apple to get the caramel effect.
And they
it'd be a
do
mocktail.
have caramel flavored waters out there too that you can get and
Oh, they
mix
do.
those two together,
Mhm.
which is perfectly fine. There's no problem at
Yeah,
all.
no, not at all.
So, but yeah, Platoon
With
with
a
PBR.
PBR. Are you wearing your bandana as well?
I am.
Are you rolling your sleeves up?
I can.
Oh yeah, caramel syrup that you put on ice cream. You could probably mix that. I don't know if it would be muddy looking in the glass. Maybe you'd put it in a non-clear glass, but you could totally get away with that.
But I'm not gonna lie.
Or you could do a caramel coffee creamer, but just don't do it in a clear container.
But
That works too.
But I'm not gonna lie. You can actually, with the caramel syrup, you can put the caramel syrup into, if you drink, whatever, like a milk or something. But I would put it into, I get some of my almond milk, and you can put it in there. There's nothing wrong with mixing the almond milk and some of the
like a White
carbonated
Russian
water.
almost.
It actually tastes really good.
You know what? It just dawned on me. You could do like the different syrups they use for coffees. Like
Mhm.
using a little tiny bit of the caramel
Oh, yep.
syrup that you would put in a hot beverage. So you could experiment with that, play around. So we're going to check our pretzels now to see how those are. Here we are.
There we go.
Now he's going to dish them up.
Well, we're going to try these first.
Are they cool enough that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
Mm.
Those are really good.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have to hide these. But yes, we'll save some for you, Mom and Dad.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. And the pretzels are not soggy at all. They retain the crunch. You have this nice coating, this great flavor on the outside. It's not too powerful. It's a nice savory flavor.
Now, the dish that I'm going to be putting it in, it's really nice. This actually, it's a beautiful, beautiful dish. Got it for $1.99 at the Salvation Army.
Yep. All right, here you go.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
These guys up on there. Oh, look at all these. You guys smell? Well, I mean, I'm sure you wish you could smell them. There they are. Nice and coated. And Tricia, what are you doing?
I'm dishing up the popcorn as it's on the floor.
You dropped it on the floor.
Well, some came out of the bowl.
All right.
Milo.
So,
Give it, boy. Good
oh, of
boy.
course, Milo's going to get some. So.
Yummy.
Welcome for the tips. No problem at all. We aim to please.
Here we go. Some popcorn and the pretzels.
All right, there we go. Okay, movies.
All right.
Do you have the hands to carry the movies?
I do. I'm a mom. I can carry many things at once, and most likely not.
So we're walking through the house. We're heading over here. We're coming into the living room area. There we go. And as you can see, we've got a nice place to sit. Oh, there we go. Maybe I can coax the kitties to come say hi. Griffin. I know that they're not going to eat these, so.
And I got to show you my little beach themed candle thing going on here. It'd help if I pointed the camera the right way.
Okay. Really quick because they don't want to. So anyways, here's the babies. Here's Griffin. Here's Hannah.
And Hannah.
Griffin is twice the size of Hannah. and less than half her age. Hannah's she's my little baby. She doesn't like being around other people.
No, she's kind of a
She's shy.
loner.
So anyway, thank you guys for your suggestions. It is very comfy. We hope that you guys have a great evening.
Yes, we do.
I think what we're going to do is, I think we're going to stay up all night and have a movie-thon.
We might.
Since
we're in quarantine, hey, there's no reason why we can't. So thank you so much for joining us tonight. We hope that you found us entertaining. You gave us some tips. We gave you some tricks, and it was good.
Mm-hmm.
So can't wait.
Happy spring break, Liz.
Happy spring break.
Happy spring break, everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Have some pretzels?
Mm-hmm. All right.
Mm-hmm. All right. Cheers, honey.
Cheers. Spring Break Pajama Party.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm just wanting to set my drink on here. There we go.
Hi, Milo.
All right, guys. You guys have a great night. We'll see you guys very, very soon. Look for shows coming Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 a.m.
Yep.
See you guys later.
Bye. Happy spring break.
Happy spring break.